Aloha, baby. So we're going to talk a little bit about the credit score. You guys know that you need to have good credit, of course. I talk about that all the time. We're going to talk a little bit about the credit score, what the credit score is, and what it makes up the credit score. Okay? The credit score is really important, obviously, because anytime you need to apply for credit, anytime you need to get anything, the bank is going to need to see your credit, or whoever is issuing that credit to you. So if you're needing to rent a house, Miriam, if you're needing to rent a house, if you're needing to buy a house, if you're needing to buy a car, anytime you need credit extended to you for a lot of different things, if you're financing furniture or whatever the case, they're going to want to see your credit score. So the credit score range, the range of the credit score. The lowest credit score you could possibly have, other than having no credit, of course, it is 300. So the minimum, I guess you could have a 349. I just realized because I've seen people in the 300s while I was working on your credit. So the range is from 300 to 850. When you're starting out getting credit, if you have no credit, you just have no credit score. So, let me hear you stop. You just have no credit score starting out if you have no credit. What usually happens when you get your first trade line, your first account, whatever credit card, or your first car, or whatever, when it starts applying or reporting to your credit report, it's going to start you somewhere on the higher side, right? You can start at a 600, 620, 650, whatever. It just totally depends on what it is and just the factors of it. You get lower to 300s once you start doing things with your credit, like missing payments. So you have late payments on there. You just didn't pay your bill at all, and they send it to collections, right? You get your car repossessed. Once you get low, like I'm saying, are y'all listening? Once you get lower and start going toward this 300, that means you're getting late payments or collections, which means you didn't pay your bill for like 6 months or something, 5-6 months or whatever the case. Late payments drop your score really low. Things like that, like the negative things, it's going to drop your score. This is a perfect credit score, an 850. What's a perfect credit score?
850.
850. The score.
It's kind of hard to mess that up when you wrote it down.
Just said it.
What?
It's kind of hard to mess it up when you just wrote it down.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Namiria. The credit score that gets you the best interest rates, which means when I say best interest rates, that means that's the lowest amount that you're going to pay to the bank for them to let you borrow money. Interest rates are the amount of money that you're going to pay back to the bank for them to let you borrow the money, right? So, the worse that your credit is, the higher the interest rate is, because basically they're going to say, what are the chances that you're going to pay me back? So they're going to get a lot of their money back in interest, right? Just in case you decide to stop paying them, okay? So if you apply to buy a car, yes? If you apply to buy a car, they pull your credit report, and they see this pretty little number right here.
310.
They're going to probably say,
No.
I'm not giving you any credit. Because if we see a number like this, a number like this means you're high risk. What? She loves you. A number like this means you're high risk, right? That means you're most likely not going to pay us back. And if you do pay us back, you're probably not going to pay us back on time. Because your credit score shows that you have bad credit practices, right? So if you go to a car dealership and you're like, yeah, I have a credit score of 425, you're going to be like, get out. We can't approve it. Yeah, we can't approve it at all. If you go in there and you have like a 550 credit score, they can approve you.
But they're probably not going to like it.
No, I mean, they can approve you, and they'll probably say, even with both of these, they'll probably say, we can give you a car, but you need a cosigner. What is a cosigner? Cosigner is somebody that is...
That's mine.
Say thank you.
Thank you.
A cosigner is somebody that signs the same loan with you. You listen? That is responsible with their credit. So basically, that cosigner is saying, in the event that this person that's buying the car doesn't pay their bills, then I'm also financially responsible. So the car dealership will look at the cosigner's credit too, right? If their credit is high enough to be able to qualify for the car, then they'll let, say for example, you are horrible with credit.
Yeah.
And you go to the car dealership and you're like, I need a car, I need a truck.
I somehow got to 199 credit. Please help.
No, get out. You don't have good credit at all, or you have no credit at all. Even if you have no credit, you go to a car dealership and you say, I want to buy a car. And they'll put your report, and I'm like, you don't even have a credit report, which means you don't have any established, or you have like a 425, which means you're horrible with credit. They're going to say, you need a cosigner. So you call me, like, Mom, you have good credit. Can you cosign?
Sorry, bro, I accidentally got like $299.
What?
Oh, Mom, you're good with credit, right? Yeah. So can you help? No.
No. Well, I don't cosign. Because if we go to the car dealership together and I say, yeah, I'll cosign for you, I have an 850 credit score. So now I'm going to do the application with you. They see my credit. They put both of us on this car loan, right? You decide, I'm not going to pay my car note.
Dang it, Jamon.
So they call you.
Good at credit.
Yeah. So they call you and call you and call you and call you. And they're like, where's my money? And you're
Ignored.
like, yeah. And you're like, screw you. Not getting it for you.
Hey,
So who are they going to call?
Ghostbusters.
After that, who are they gonna call? If you decide to pay, bus ghosters, really? I'm not dealing with it. If you
911.
911,
What's your emergency?
Hey, you stop, dog. Yeah. So anyway, if you don't pay your bills, who are they gonna call after that? Stop it. Who are they gonna call after that? Seriously,
Uncle Joe.
who are they gonna call? Come on, guys.
Police.
Seriously, who are they gonna call?
I don't know you.
They're gonna call me because I co-signed on the loan for you, right? And so now they're gonna say, your son didn't pay his car note.
Dang it, son.
So you co-signed basically saying I'll make sure he pays his car note, and if he doesn't, then I'll pay it. That's what a co-signer means.
Hey, pay me. What the
So
fuck?
if you don't pay your car note and I co-signed on that loan, they're gonna come after me.
Worse.
They're gonna come after me, and I'm gonna be financially responsible. If I don't pay your car note for the car you're driving, and they come pick up your car, or they report it as late on your credit bureau, on your credit report,
300 credit.
your credit score is gonna go down, but so is mine for a car I don't even own.
Ha ha.
So I wouldn't co-sign. I would put you
Dang
out
it, son.
I'll put you in a position to where you don't even need a co-signer because you'll never have a credit score like this, unless you just do stupid stuff.
My vision's blurry and now your head's transparent.
Stop it. I'm just gonna create an alternate save file.
Hey, what was in that gum?
Right? That wasn't the point. The whole point wasn't a co-signer. I just
Was it
kinda-
Ghostbusters? Was the point Ghostbusters?
Yes. Okay, now see here, right?
Here,
I was
see.
talking about interest, right? The interest,
I'm not very
listen,
impressed.
the lower your score is, if they approve you, because they're probably going to be like, player, we're not doing it with this. But if you have like a 550, the lower your,
frozen bread more. She doesn't like it. It's like a good chew toy too.
I don't know, right? The lower your score, the higher your interest rate. Because
I don't know what type of symbol that is, but it's cool.
Thank you. The interest rate means the bank. What?
You're cringe.
You're cringe.
Yes. This is how much you're going to pay back the bank, like I said, for borrowing the money from them.
$425.
No, that's your credit score. Your interest rate could be like
$1 million.
16%. So, what was I saying? Yeah, the interest rate is going to be higher the lower your score is. And then what happens when you pay your bill, you have something, when you pay your car note, you have two parts of your payment. Say, for example, your car payment every month, because you have a 550 credit score, right?
We need to start recording these lessons.
Yeah, I know.
Ghostbusters thing was hilarious.
Your credit score, your car payment could be like $350, right? So say you went to a car dealership, right? You went to a car dealership to buy a 2022 Toyota Corolla, brand new car, right? If you go in there and you have a credit score of 550, if you go in a car dealership and your credit score is 550, they could say, okay, for this 2022 Toyota Corolla, this is total made up numbers. Your car payment is going to be $350 a month, right? You have to put, before you can go off the car lot, before you can drive off the car lot with that, you have to give us, here, listen, you sit in your high
Wait,
chair.
how does Sean have a car? He doesn't have a driver's license. Also, he's younger than me.
Charlie. Here, sit down.
voice recording.
You can still look up on Google. It's not going to turn it off.
Yeah.
Oh, it won't. Mom, you got your phone?
Stop dropping gum.
Come on, do you have your phone?
You just put your phone on.
I'm not going to use mine because my phone's dying. I'm pretty sure it's dead. It's not going to delete it.
Mine.
Look up a 2022 Toyota Sienna.
Oh, it's Ford, man.
Foreign man.
What am I looking at? What car is this?
2022 Toyota Sienna.
Mom,
Yes.
you'll never believe this.
Dang, really? Unbelievable.
Oh my god, Mommy won't believe this.
What? Nuh-uh. For real?
No, I can't believe it. Florida man.
What? Huh?
Is it a minivan?
Yes. How much? What's the price on it? See if you can find a price. You just type the cost or something.
34,560.
$34,560.
I think that's how you pronounce it?
Yep.
Great.
Good.
I know
I'm
numbers.
a movie schoolgirl.
Why? What is going on right now?
Oh my god, Joey said hi to me
Okay,
sometime.
so here, Cece.
On
Okay,
sometime,
so,
Joey said
shush.
hi.
We're eating shoes. Okay, so say we go to the car dealership.
Moving every time we blink.
Guys, so say we go to the car dealership, right?
Yeah.
And we have both of you. I take you both to the car dealership because you're both of age now. You're both 18 and 20, right?
Yeah!
Great.
I could go to a strip club.
No, come on. So we go to the car dealership, and you are not responsible with your credit. So you have a 500
Thank
credit
you, Mom.
score. You have 550 credit score.
Stolen ID.
Now you're in jail. Nice. Okay, you were responsible with your credit. Anthony, we're responsible with your credit. See,
Why don't you like
700.
when we joke around?
Huh?
Why don't you like
I like it, but when you guys get too loud, then I'm like trying to talk over you in my ears. Okay, so you have a 750 credit score because you were responsible with your credit and you weren't, what do you call it? Committing identity theft. Okay, so
Charlie's doing her own lesson. Look at her.
I know she's drawing out.
I'm more interested in what Charlie has to teach. Let Charlie be a teacher.
Fine. Huh? Okay.
Winning someone's credit.
Charlie, what are you doing?
Okay. No, don't distract me. Okay, guys, let me get through this. So you have 550 credit score. You have a 750 credit score. You're both in there to look at the same 2022 Toyota Sienna van, right? The price of the van, the price of the van is $34,560, brand new, right? Because you have bad credit. Like, pay attention, don't listen here. Because you have bad credit. Different than that. You're gonna pay a higher interest rate off the bat, right? But before they pull your credit, they see you have a 550 credit score. You had some late payments, you had a few collection charge-offs, you had a cell phone, you didn't pay the bill, they charged it off, and they got collections on your account, blah, blah, blah. Looks like you don't pay your bills.
Words.
Huh?
You sped up and said you're like, yeah.
Oh, yeah, so they
You started like speed rapping. I was like, just writing that down.
Okay, so, yeah, they look at your credit report, because they pull your score, right? And they see...
When you actually try to pay attention.
What?
Teachers when you try to pay attention.
Right.
Oh, the kids are paying attention. No.
Exactly. So they pull your report, and they see that you have a lot of negative blemishes. You have collection accounts. So you got a cell phone bill from T-Mobile, and you didn't pay your bill, and they had to charge it off and send it to collections, right? They see that you had some late payments on... Charlotte, you're loud, honey. They see you have some late payments on your accounts and whatnot, so your score is low. So when you go in there and you say, hey, I'm interested in getting this car, they might say, I can give you this car, but you're going to have to pay $2,000 up front. So you need $2,000 right now, right?
It's a deal.
Right? And then they'll say,
No.
you're going to pay...
We just made a deal without even...
And then I'll say, no, runs out.
Hey, we need our money. No.
Well, then you don't get the car.
And then they get the wrong word that goes right.
Okay, so here, look. You have to come in there with $2,000 down automatically, right? So now your car, $2,000 comes off the total price. So now you pay $2,000. So now the total price of your car is $32,560, right? Mm-hmm. That's how much you owe now because we took $2,000 off, right? Yes. Okay. you're going to be paying to the bank every month for the duration of the loan of this car, which is probably going to be like 4 or 5 years, right? 16% interest. Who got me here? Just calculate. Just calculate. Calculate. Where's your phone?
Why is the ID?
You're supposed to be looking in your apps.
Seeing if I have it.
You should have it.
You know what he doesn't have?
What?
Good credit.
I know. Terrible.
Thank you, Jamon.
Where are your apps at? Okay, so, Jamon, this is your car.
That's a weird car.
Listen.
It's a weird looking car.
Come on, seriously. Okay, so you...
Mom, dog, car. It's for science.
Stop. You have to pay... So, this is how much you're paying for this car, right? $32,560. Anthony, you're paying $34,560. So, you put your green number in. Jamon, you put...
That's what?
Wait a minute.
34.
Wait a minute.
Years.
Stop.
Is that a 5?
Yes, $34,560. You got it? All right. She's gonna push buttons on your phone. Okay.
Hey, Charlie.
It's gone now.
You are evil.
Look
Charlie,
here.
you are
Look here.
evil.
See here now. See here. Look, guys, come on, because I'm running out of time.
Here, see.
Here, see. Yes.
You're running out of time. You have to go blow up the toilet. Yay! The school will shut up the teacher.
Yay!
Yay! Yay!
Hold on. Okay, stop, because I'm gonna get through this because she's hungry. Okay. You got your numbers in there?
Yeah.
Great. So, Anthony, you're not paying any money down. So this is your total. You're paying 3% interest. So that's times 3% for Anthony. And hold that number. Jamon, you're paying 16% interest. So that's times 16%. You know where the little percent sign is on yours? I'm not used to Android. I got your number?
What? Oh, the push equal.
Yeah.
5,209.6.
What you got?
One.
What you got?
How does
What you got?
1,336.8.
Okay.
How did I go down?
What?
How did I go down?
Wait a minute. How much did you have?
I have 5,209.6.
And you had 1,000? Okay, so that's how much you're going to pay on top of the price of your car. So add that. What? What?
I have less.
What? Yes. Because listen, you have terrible credit.
You didn't pay your credit score.
I
Listen,
still have ID.
you don't pay your credit score. You pay all the, your bills. So your interest rate is higher. So 5,000. What'd you have? Add that to this. So plus your 32,560, and you plus 34,560.
Something about 3.
What's that? Wait a minute. Who's saying? Anthony? What's yours?
35,596.8.
596 and 80 cents. Monty, what's yours?
37,796.6.
What? Louder.
37,769.6.
Okay. And 60 cents. These are totally made up numbers. But,
I think these are real numbers.
yes.
I think 3 is a real number.
Okay, so look here. For the exact same car, right? It'll be a lot more. You could end up paying like twice as much for the exact same car. But Jamon, because you didn't take care of your credit,
Dang it, Jamon.
you had to put down $2,000 on this car.
Yay.
Matter of fact, yours are a little. I think yours would have been a little bit different because let me put it on the.
Don't worry, the person's ID that I sold a credit card too.
That's fine. So hold on. Yours is supposed actually.
I'm a freebie now.
Son, yours 55.
You're a caramel.
30, 45, 60. That's more like it. Okay. Son, instead of you taking the 16% times this number, you should have made it times that number. So I'm going to update it. So the total that you're going to be paying for this car. Yes.
How many kids should I eat?
How many kids you eat?
How many kids should I eat?
7. Okay. So for the exact same car, right?
I want to be a teacher.
You can.
I want to
Yeah.
teach the next.
Hold on.
Me
That's
too.
fine. Okay. So because
Yeah,
Anthony
we
took
did
care of his credit, because Anthony right? You know your credit score was good. You walked in there. They didn't make you put any money down. So you literally walked in there with no money and drove off the car lot with this brand new car. Didn't have to put any money down that day. Your first payment won't be due for a whole month, right? And that payment is going to be $150 a month, right? And you're going to be paying 3% interest on every payment, right? So this number may not even be completely accurate, but just to kind of give you an idea, an example, right? So that's how much you're going to be paying with your interest for this car, $35,596, right?
Thank you.
Right? Yes? Okay, fine.
Just give me these.
I'm going to go to an auto calculator. What? Okay, Charlie, you're too loud. Stop, baby. Here, are you going to play your tablet? You want your tablet? Yeah. Okay, here. Turn it on. Anthony, where you going? Here.
I'll put on the cardboard I have about.
Okay. So Jamon, because you didn't take care of your credit, come on now.
Oh.
That's hard. Yeah? Because you didn't take care of your credit,
Dang it, Jamon.
you had to go in there and they were like, okay, I want this 2022 Toyota Sienna. It's really nice. And they're like, yeah, buddy, your credit is not the best, but we can approve you, but we're gonna have to approve you with $2,000 down. So you're gonna have to give us $2,000 right now, and then you're gonna have to pay $350 a month instead of the $150 a month. You gotta pay $350 a month, and
Then
you
I'm
gotta
gonna
pay.
say no and steal it.
Yeah, they're not gonna give you the keys. And
This
then
is
you
not
gotta
how
pay,
you use
guys, and then you gotta pay 16% interest on this exact same car. So the real numbers would really be more like closer to double maybe. But you would be paying $40,000 for this exact same car. You would be paying $40,000 for this exact same car because your credit score isn't high enough, right? Right? Okay. So I just wanted to show you guys the importance of your credit. Just give you an example of what?
Look, I'm gonna take a picture of that.
Okay.
Hey, can you turn around to the board real quick? Gotta take a picture for the lesson.
Let me just open the camera app.
You're gonna love this class.
Oh no!
You're gonna love this class.
What are you doing? What are you
Ali,
doing? What are you doing? What are you doing?
take a picture of the board.
What are you doing? You better not be posting me anywhere. You better not be. I'm not playing.
I'm not. No one else can look at my mom. It's my mom. My class.
Mariah. Alright. I just want to pull up an auto calculator really quick, right? So let's say the cost of the car, and I'm on Carvana's auto calculator right now. So let's say the cost of the car, so we get a realistic number, is $34,560, right? It's going to ask you.
That's a big number.
Well, that's the cost of the car right there.
Yeah, but it's a big number.
They're going to ask you, guys, they're going to ask you what your credit score is. So I'm going to say it's below average, right? Which is like the 588.
Mom, you won't believe this. My hair's blue.
Yes, it is. Okay, they're going to ask you how long you want your term to be. We're going to say 60 months, which is 5 years, right?
That's a long time.
Right? Okay.
Did you say 60 months?
Yes, 60. That's 5 years.
That's
and
a
then
lot of months.
what is your down payment? We're going to say $2,000, right? Right? Okay, so.
On Charlie's 5th birthday, we were like, yay, you've been alive for 60 months. You're old.
Basically.
Wait, you're 33, right?
Yes.
How many months is that?
I don't know, Google it.
Okay.
I did the math. It says you were 507 billion years old.
That's fine.
And that adds up to 100 sextillion months.
I like it.
And like
Okay.
infinite seconds.
396 months.
Not bad.
You're old.
Okay, so here, say your interest rate was 16%, okay?
My interest rate is 16.
I already did the math.
Okay, so here's a more realistic number, all right? Because these were total made-up numbers.
No,
I'm
I
pretty
made
sure
up-
it's a real
I did-
What?
I did the math.
For what? I don't know. I don't know.
Can I see it?
What is it? Because I'm ready to be done. Like, I need you guys to, like, cool on the play now because we've done enough of that. Because I need to, I don't know.
For 20 more.
Okay, look. Oh, I get it. Okay. So, realistically speaking, money with your numbers at the same car price for a 5-month loan at a 16% interest rate, you would not be paying like $350 a month because I was making up numbers completely. You would be paying more like $792.
You made me Google the price of the car.
What? No, that one was accurate. His monthly payment was not accurate. So you would be paying like $792 a month, right? Whereas, let's see, you, Anthony, with a 3% interest rate, arrow, you would be paying $586 a month. That's a huge difference in $586 a month compared to $792 a month.
I don't see the difference.
It's a huge difference.
It's what it said. Last one, shoot up gum on the couch.
It's not chewed up gum.
Okay.
It's just gum that Charlie gave me.
Last thing,
That I won't eat.
Very well.
guys. Last thing that I just wanted to make note of, right, is the factors of your credit. Real quick, I'm just going to list them, and we're not going to get into them today until tomorrow. All right. But I wanted to list the factors that make up your credit score. Where'd you put it? I know. You're sleepy, and I'm almost done.
Poor Errol.
I know. Here's Captain.
Has to smell your booty.
Sometimes. All right.
You farted in her face.
I didn't mean to. Okay, so there are 5 factors that make up your credit score.
Can baby say pink, right?
Yes. And Boogie look clears it up.
She has her lip. Does that not hurt?
What?
Her clawing your lip.
No. Okay, so the first factor when it comes to your credit score is your payment history.
History.
What does that mean?
History.
Look at your search history.
No.
Seriously, do you guys have any idea what
Yeah,
that
no, that's why I said the joke.
What? No idea?
No.
Your payment history.
Oh, I have an idea.
What?
Is it leaving?
It's everything you bought.
Where you going? No.
Throwing this
Your
away.
payment history is how
How much you paid someone in the past.
paying your bills on time. How many late payments do you have?
You should sit over here. Don't
I was close enough.
Right? So the first factor is your payment history. That holds the most weight on your credit score. Okay? So you miss one payment because with your credit, they don't report a late payment until you're late for 30 days. So you have 30 days to make that. Ah! Charlie, that's not nice. I'm sorry. Don't do that. You hear me?
Yeah.
You have 30 days
I told you
to...
she's a school bully.
No, don't speak that on her. She's learning, but don't speak that into her life.
You're not the school bully.
Okay. Payment history. Paying your bills on time. Because that's obviously what the banks are most concerned with. If I extend you this credit, are you going to pay me back on time? What we agreed to. That is the most important. Charlie, what did I just tell you?
Sorry.
No, come sit down and play your tablet. I'm going to take it from you.
No, I want to take it.
What?
The payment history. So pay your bills on time. No late payments. One late payment can drop your score up to 90 points.
Yeah.
You can have a 750. I think it take you down
To 90.
like 90 points from that. Was
Like,
that like?
like immediately 90?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
I
the
didn't do
minimum
that.
you can go to is
Huh?
90.
What?
I think the
60.
minimum you can go to is 90.
The what?
Maybe the minimum you can go to is 90.
No, it's 300.
Then
Okay.
how are they going to put us to 90?
Okay. The next thing.
I'm getting a call. I mean teacher, I mean principal. I mean nurse. I mean every. I mean.
Guys, okay. The next factor is your credit utilization.
Utilize.
Okay.
How are we gonna use it?
How are we going to use the urinal?
Guys, credit utilization deals with your credit cards, right? When you get credit cards, you don't want to use
$700.
all that they give you. Just listen for a minute. If they give you a credit card that is a $1,000 credit limit, right? If you use the whole $1,000 of that and you don't pay it back that month, it makes you look like you're desperate for credit and you're dependent on credit, right? So they don't want to extend to somebody that uses credit to survive and to live, right? Because that's not what credit is for, right?
Lower your credit and go in your
You
own
need
dreams.
a low credit utilization. So if they give you $1,000 credit limit, you need to be up under 9% of that at the end of the month. Was 9% of 1,000?
100.
We're getting a calculator.
So what? Be my calculator.
9.
9%. 9% of 1,000. Is it?
Yeah.
I'm using my calculator.
That is a dog.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Don't just hold on. We're almost done.
I'm losing my mind.
Me too.
I'm trying to get done. You guys, do it again, Anthony.
It's 9.
9% of 1,000.
It's 9. Very silent.
90.
90. That sounds more like
I forgot a 0.
I figured. Okay.
Mom, I did the math wrong and
That's fine. Okay, so the credit utilization, if you get a $1,000 credit card, at the end of that month, before they print that billing statement, you need to make sure your bill is down to $90 so you don't look desperate for credit, okay? That's really important. That's the second most important factor in your credit. Another thing is your credit. That's not right.
Was it all fireworks?
I smell firework too.
You have your credit age. I don't know if this is the next thing, but it's one of the factors. Your credit age. How old is your credit? So if you go in there, to a car dealership and you only have one account and you just opened that account yesterday.
Hey, you can't steal that credit. It's a minor.
No, you don't look like you're very experienced with credit. So banks don't want to lend to people that don't know what they're doing when it comes to credit. So the older your credit age is, the longer you keep a credit account open, a credit card or a car loan or whatever, the longer it's open, the older your credit age is going to be, the better it is for your credit.
Joke's on you. I know a lot about credit just because it's new.
Well, that's what it's going to look like. They don't care how much you actually know. They want to see what it looks like. That's what we're talking about. When people are like, your report card at school, your grades. Nobody asks you about them grades when you get grown. They want to see this. They want to see your credit report, and they want to see your profit and loss statements, which down the line we'll talk about that
I
later.
want to ask Michael, like, when are your grades going to be used ever?
He's probably not gonna, but he doesn't know the answer to this. That's a question for adults. Like, when have you ever had somebody ask to see your credit report? Your grades.
Ask Rochelle, when has she ever had to use her grades ever?
Ask her.
So you can tell Michael to ask her.
She used to work at a candy shop, and I miss when she said that.
Because we got free candy.
No, we never did.
I'm almost done.
She didn't.
I'm almost done. 2 more. You have your credit age. You have a credit mixture. Credit mix. Go ahead. Say credit mix. That is, you don't want just one type of credit account. You don't just want one credit card and that's it. Because I'm like, okay, you have one credit card.
I'm thinking of this like a human child.
What?
I don't know.
Okay.
I'm thinking. You see, saying words. My brain is imagining a human baby.
Okay. I'm holding on. Okay. You want to have a mixture of credit. So you can have a credit card, but you also want to have different things like.
Is that how she sleeps?
Yes.
Is that how she?
You guys want to also have like an installment account. You want to have like a car loan, like you're paying your car payment. Different types of credit accounts to show that you can use different types of. If you're buying a house, that's a credit account. You know what I mean? Different types of loans to show that mixture, and you're responsible with it, and you know how to handle those things responsibly. Last thing are your inquiries, your requests for credit. Inquiries. Every time you apply for credit and they pull your credit report, you're going to get a hard inquiry because they had to look at your report to see how responsible you are. Every time you're applying to get some type of credit, you're going to get an inquiry. Inquiries stay on your report for like 2 years. Yes.
Unrelated, but why is it hard for other humans to say a word even though they just heard it? Like, if you hear someone say supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, but you can't say it, why?
Because your
Probably,
brain can't comprehend how to do it.
basically. I mean, I think that our brains are used to patterns, and the more that we're exposed to something, the more that we're able to do it.
Like swimming or something.
Yeah, your brain just
I
has.
still
it's
don't
a
know how to do
muscle.
that.
Swim?
man.
You swim?
No, I just swam on my back and not drowned.
I've seen you swim.
I almost drowned in the bathtub.
Yeah.
How do you do that?
I don't know. Okay. Hold on.
Flood the
The
bathtub.
inquiries every time you apply for credit. So if you wake up one day and you fixed your credit, now you have a 750 credit score, and you're like, "Ooh, I can apply for anywhere. I can apply for credit anywhere. Let me go apply today for 15 credit cards." You apply for 15 credit cards, you're gonna have 15 inquiries. And you go to your favorite store, and you apply for a store credit card at your favorite store, and you apply for 10 different stores, and you got 25 inquiries. You look like you're desperate for credit. That's why you have so many inquiries. If you have a lot of inquiries, if they pull your report and they see a lot of inquiries, they can deny you because you look desperate for credit. They don't want anybody desperate for credit. If you don't have a good credit mixture, they can deny you. If you don't have a large credit age, they can deny you. They can't approve you for any of these. But the chances are really low. The lower your score is. Credit utilization, you will get denied for having a high credit utilization. That's just what it is. Keep your utilization down low. If you don't pay your bills, they're going to deny you because I'm not going to give you money and I know you're not going to pay me back. You don't pay nobody back. Don't use a lot of their
I
money.
would pay you back, but like, just give me the house, bro.
Yeah, no. Those are the 5 factors. We'll talk more about the factors in depth tomorrow and a little bit more. What? Johnny Depp. In depth. Okay, yeah. So that is what we have today. I just used the car as an example just to show the importance of having your credit score higher, and that's just a car, and those still may not be massively accurate numbers because just for the sake of getting through that part of the lesson. What? Oh, I don't know. Credit scores are really important. The credit score 850 will get you a really great interest rate, but if your credit score is a 720, that's when the best interest rate starts. So the same interest rate you'll get at 850 is the same when you get at 720. So have it at least at a 720.
Give me it.
Right. Give it to him, he said. He didn't say turn it off.
Turns it off.
Right. At least you want to see what it says. So that's kind of what it is. What do you guys have? What did you guys take away from that? What did you guys learn? What did you guys seriously? Oh, what did you seriously learn? Because
I learned something about numbers and cars. And,
well, and like, give me
something about swimming.
What did you guys seriously learn? Because I always ask you at the end of the lesson what you guys took away from what we talked about. So.
I learned Ron's not too good with credit, but I also learned that
don't get a bunch of credit cards and don't need credit.
Yeah, you need credit, but don't do bad credit. Don't have too much credit. Have too less credit.
And tell your dog
too high before you take them. You need to be able to leverage your credit to really be able to get things, to really build that.
It's like the second step on the ladder. You gotta climb the ladder, but if you go too high, you fall and you die.
Oh no.
You go too high before you take the steps to get there. If you try to jump
Don't
steps,
take my metaphor.
I like your metaphor. I'm just using it to explain further. Because going high on the ladder is a good thing, but you need to make sure that you have a strong foundation. So if you do have a little hiccup or something, you still have something sturdy to fall back on. You don't want to be desperate for credit. You want to use your credit not to say, "Ooh." I talk about assets and liabilities all the time.
Yeah.
Credit is debt. You have good debt and you have bad debt. Use your good debt to create more good debt. Yeah, exactly. You have good debt, bad debt, and Johnny debt.
Yay.
Why are you staring at me scratching?
Literally every time. I swear to God, I stop recording and then something funny happens.
But you have good debt, you have bad debt, and
Don't forget Johnny debt.
Right. So you want to use your credit to buy good debt. That's going to.
I told you could buy credit.
Yes, you can.
You said
You
I
want to?
could.
I don't know.
I can pay people to increase my credit.
That's what I do.
Yes,
every
but I
day.
think that's illegal.
Bro.
No, it's not. That's literally what I do.
Bro,
Every day.
why did I steal someone's credit
No,
card?
that's illegal.
Why did I steal someone's credit card when I could have just paid them to give me their credit card?
That's
Duh.
And so yeah. Good debt, bad debt. Use your good debt to create more good debt.
You forgot one.
And Johnny debt.
Thank you.
If you use your credit to buy things that you're gonna have to pay back anyway, you're creating a liability with a liability. You're creating bad debt with good debt. If you have a 750 credit score and you're like, I'm gonna go get a store credit card and buy these shoes, and I'm never gonna the shoes are gonna make you any money, right?
It could if you sold them for
Yep.
more than they originally were.
Well, if you invest in it at wholesale prices,
Let me just buy a bunch of shoes and sell them on eBay for
Yeah, you can
20%
totally
more than
do
it
that.
would have been.
because you're buying an asset. If you buy low and sell high, yes. If you go to Walmart, you buy a pair of shoes at regular price that anybody can go to Walmart and buy them for, you're not gonna make any money. But if you buy wholesale from a wholesale manufacturer, a wholesale dealer, if you go buy if the shoes in the store are $100, but you buy them wholesale for $20 a pair, right? So if I buy these shoes for $20 and then I sell them to you for $100, then I just made a profit, right? Now I can put my credit card back those $20 that I borrowed, and I just profited $80, right? So I use my credit to build an asset, right? I can sell shoes, blah blah blah. So that's the importance of credit and all that stuff. That's the makeup of your credit score. That's what they're going to be looking at when you apply for any type of credit. That's what you focus on when you're building your credit. You'll hear me talking about credit a lot, but just the makeup of it. But that is it for the day. Oh my gosh.
Yay!
That is it for the day.
Hooray!
And now I can go shit my pants. Basically.
Hooray!
That was my impression of you.
Oh wait, yes, basically. Wait, you guys were telling me because I cut you off. What you were telling me, what you took from, and then we're done.
Something about not getting too many credit cards.
I already made my metaphor.
Cellulite is eating gum.
Where did you get that gum?
It's on the floor. Get it. Yes, you don't want to. It's not that you don't want to get a lot of credit cards, but you can have because you can have a lot of credit cards.
Don't get too many.
You don't want to get too many in a short period of time because it makes you look desperate for credit. So don't wake up today like, oh, I have a good credit score. Let me apply for 10 different cards today.
They learn a desperation.
No, you wanna spread out your inquiries. You want